Okay, I'm getting ready to route my, kind of the only idea is to remove all this epoxy, get it up as close to the edge of this copper. I can actually remove a little bit of this wood edge. It's undercut quite a bit. It probably goes back to this area. It's that undercut. I got to sand this down first, and then I'm going to set this template on here, and then I've got my router. I put it on a plexiglass base with a guide bushing, so I can set it at a depth, drop it down, and I can just route this whole thing out. That's my that's kind of my fix. If I touch this copper and screwed, I'll never. I want to get up as close as I can to that edge, and then I'm going to look at trying to maybe undercut a little bit. But if I get rid of most of this, that's going to, and then I'm going to re-pour this with a different type of epoxy, and it should just blend right in. So I shouldn't see any seams, and I'm not looking at it from the side. So I'm going to get my sander out. I got to sand this epoxy down flush because it's got to be flush when I'm cutting. And then hopefully I can set the depth and get it down to within, maybe a 1/16 of an inch of this bottom copper plate. Because there's, with this epoxy coming back all the way to here, there's no way that copper plate's going to come off. If I touch this bar, I'm screwed. There's no way I'm going to get this bar off that I'm aware of. I think if I tried to take it off, I can take my cover bar off. I can undo my fasteners. But to try to remove this is glued on with epoxy. I could try to heat this up, and if that doesn't work and I end up burning the epoxy, the table's trashed. So this is my first attempt. I'm going to try to, because this has to be removed anyway, so I'm going to try to remove this and then see if, I just want to stay away from this copper. I don't want to really try to attempt to remove this, because any prying is going to bend. It's just going to be a mess. Okay, it's going to get noisy. I got my guide plate clamped down, and I've got there's my outline. What a mess. So, I'm going to have to take this up more. This is like too much. You guys can do this outside. Like, holy balls. Red Green would be proud of me right now. There's nowhere for the flake to go, so I'm going to drill out a couple of these holes so at least I got some suction. Man, this is going to be a mess. Holy balls. I'm going to drill these other 4 holes up. Okay, that's the first go around here. Okay, I got both corners routed out. Oops, straight down. And I haven't cleaned this up yet, and I'm real nervous about, well, this is before I've kind of sanded the edge. I'll show you this one over here, the bigger one. I've got this one here done, and that's got sanded perfectly straight down, right at the edge where the wood was. And I'm real nervous about, you know, this goes back at an angle. If I pour this epoxy, I don't know how well this newer epoxy I'm going to use, which is like an ultra clear stuff. A bunch of my customers use, and they're real happy with it. I kind of wish I would have listened to them and just used that in the first place. I was real nervous about UV and yellowing and stuff like that. I've got this planed up to within a 32nd to a 64th of an inch along the copper. I left a little bit more than a 16th, maybe 3/32, and you could see billions of micro bubbles just in that super thin strip. Again, I'm really disappointed. I'm gonna sand this at a slight angle till it hits the copper right here and right there. And what I'm thinking about doing is, I had a crazy idea about lining this with copper and then fill it with epoxy. But that, I think, is going to be really tough to do. I'm still thinking about it. But otherwise, I'm thinking about just painting this black. It's a real rough finish. And just paint it black and then fill it with epoxy. And I think that's going to look really good. Then I got a better epoxy that I'm praying to God it's not going to happen again. But I guess I got my templates made so I can just router it out again and try a third kind of epoxy. I'm hoping that's not going to happen. So I guess I'll decide what I'm going to do and start filling. I've taped off the whole center because I don't want to fill that yet. So that's it for now.